You guys know I'm not really the unboxing type, but then I haven't gotten one of these in yet. This is probably the most extreme motherboard that ASRock has ever made. This is the X570 Aqua. I have not opened this box yet. I have not looked on the inside. You guys just saw the 3700X build video that I did featuring the ASRock Phantom gaming motherboard, and I said that was going to be my system, and then this just showed up kind of out of the blue, and I was like, thanks ASRock, it's time to go get a 3950X. That's not coming out, it got delayed. So while we're waiting for it, I really want to take a look at this board, but I'm going to open the box together with you. All right, so let's just go ahead and open it up nice and slow like. Oh, thought it was going to be like a, okay, fine. What's beyond this? Hope it doesn't fall. Would you look at that? Accessory compartment, number one, we'll say. All right, we've got our wireless antenna. Looks like a bridge. Okay, I love how easy this is to open. You just like pull the little tab up and then you're good to go. It comes with thermal paste. We got some thermal pads in here. That's going to be for the M.2 and stuff. Just maybe different places underneath the water blocks and stuff. Warranty information cards probably in here too. Setup guides. And over here we've got some SATA cables. Looks like an M.2 screw, a couple standoffs for those M.2s. And here's an L connector. Looks like an internal DisplayPort connector. L bracket mini to regular size DisplayPort. All right, let's move the box. This is not like some flimsy plastic. This is like heavy duty stuff right here. Let's take a quick look around the board. Now I know underneath here there's 14 phase power design going over here to the RAM as well, and this supports 5000 megahertz RAM. That's going to be overclocked, of course, and this is really going to be made for overclocking. You have your 8-pin motherboard plus another 4-pin up here on the top for extra power going to that to keep everything nice and smooth and stable. Got several fan headers here on the top. And over here we've got our Type-C and our USB 3. We've got 8 SATA over here on the side, SATA 3. Power and reset buttons down here. There's front panel connectors and stuff. All this down here on the bottom is going to be another USB 3. We've got different USB ports, fan headers. Looks like we also have some RGB headers and stuff like that down there. All right, now let's look at this area here. We've got water cooling on the North Bridge right here. And these chipsets do need some cooling here. Usually it's a fan, but water cooling is going to be quieter. And this metal looks beautiful. I thought it was going to be just a white finish, but this metal, it's all cool metal. It's beautiful. So you've got this here, and then we have some different spots for M.2, and these are all Gen 4x4 M.2 here. And there's going to be a heatsink on top of there. Then we have our reinforced PCI Express brackets, and this will support multiple GPUs, whether you're using AMD or NVIDIA, doesn't matter, whatever. We've got 3 of the 1-speed slots. That's a DisplayPort, and this is kind of cool if you're going to be doing something internal. You can use that adapter that's in the box to plug that in. All right, let's take a look at the ins and outs on the back of this. But first off, just beautiful, huge, all the way to the edge of the RAM. That's one thing that's right up on the edge of the RAM there. So if you got RAM that has a thick heat spreader, it should be okay. But it's going to be right there, and this is going to keep things nice and cool. I like the fact that the fittings are already there. All you got to do is just connect your tubes, fill it with water, or whatever coolant you're going to be using, not water usually. This thing is heavy. On the back there, we've got the 7.1 channel audio. It comes with a pretty powerful Wi-Fi antenna you can hook up to this. And this is 802.11ax, 2.4 gigabits per second. Plus you have Bluetooth 5 on here. I love that we've got a PS2 combo port right there, and then a couple USB 3. You've got your connectivity for monitors and stuff, DisplayPort, and HDMI. I think most of you guys are going to be using a dedicated solution for this instead. And there's our, looks like we've got our Type-C down here on the bottom. Those are going to be Thunderbolt as well. Plenty of USB 3 and 3.1 on the back. And then over here we've got 2 different Ethernet ports. And this is the 10 gig Ethernet right here. They've got a name for it, the Aquantia, right? So the Aquantia 10 gig Ethernet. And then beside that is the Intel 10 gig Ethernet. So we also have our SP diff right there. Pretty fancy solutions on the back. And last but not least, we've got a clear CMOS button right over here. Now you're not really going to be looking at the back all that much, but you know, no detail, nothing spared, you know. So I love that we have the little cutout here to make it easy to plug in all your SATA, connectors and that sort of thing. And then just look at the ID on this board. You know, you've got the sort of aggressive edges, but it still has that almost like a it's aggressive, but it's still like professional. You know what I mean? Like if this was showing up at your house, you'd be like, whoa, yes, take this thing seriously. And then we have the matte black PCB, as you can see here on the bottom. So really pretty. There's the backside of the power phases. And then we have a very supportive and huge bracket. You wish your spouse was this supportive, but it's not. This bracket is more supportive. You guys can just see the solder quality there behind everything. And then where's the PCI Express brackets? Soldered, you know, everything looks really clean. I mean, there's a really nice solder job on this. Like, actually, it looks really, really clean on the back. Now, as you can see under here, we have some thermal padding and stuff for the V-Regs. And there's going to be thermal padding, I imagine, when I start to open this thing up and take a look at it. When I put the CPU in there and stuff, I'll probably see a few different things. But I'm not going to take it apart right now. I'm going to wait for the 3950X, mainly because I don't have a lot of time on my hands. So just have to wait for that, and then we'll do a build with this. But my God, this thing is beautiful. And this thing's heavy. I would probably feel more comfortable if this thing was in a case that where the motherboard laid down. But as long as you screw it in there okay, it should be fine. I mean, I can't see any reason why it wouldn't be just fine screwed in normally. So that's it, the ASRock Aqua. And what? It even says, I didn't even realize this, guys. Why didn't you tell me when I was looking at this? That is, now there's no way we can ever part with this. Right there. You see what that says? Tech Syndicate. ASRock, thanks for the little extra touch. Cannot wait to see what we can do with this once we get the 3950X. We'll see you guys in the comments. Also, we've got some new stuff on epicpants.com, some new mugs, some new shirts, and always check out our gear on there, like our mice and keyboards. We'll see you guys in the comments.